So this past week, me and Abby got to go down to Utah where we visited national parks and I filmed a bunch of landscape shots using the Insta360 1X2. So here's what happened. We packed up the car and drove 12 hours down to the bottom west side of Utah where we hit our first destination, Zion National Park. We made it to Zion National Park. We went through the first park pretty fast, stopped a couple times to take pictures, mostly just filmed from the car though. There was this super long tunnel we drove through, and then right before leaving the park, we took a short hike. And this right here is what I absolutely love about the Insta360 1X2 is this shot right here. This shot is just so dynamic. The camera is spinning around in a complete circle and then focusing in on us hiking. That shot just would have been pretty much impossible to film without a 360 camera. Like using a regular camera on the end of a selfie stick, I wouldn't have been able to tell exactly where it was pointing. I couldn't have used a drone and flown it by myself and have been in the shot just casually hiking around. So I would have had to have like another person flying a drone. Besides that, we were in a national park. We couldn't have had drones anyway. Like, this is the only way that I can think of that I could have just shot that by myself. And on top of that, I wasn't even really paying attention to what the camera was doing. I was hiking along, enjoying my hike. I had this out on the end of a selfie stick. The selfie stick is invisible to the camera, so it just looks like the camera's floating along magically through the air. I know I've said this before in other videos, but this camera, the fact that you can like reframe the shots is so revolutionary and changing the way that I shoot video and also just how I experience the filmmaking process. Like, I can just enjoy the hike and the adventure and pretty much just forget about what the camera's doing because I know it's seeing in all directions. Then you go in after the fact, reframe the shot, and I can have this incredible panning shot that I probably wouldn't have even thought of taking if I had to actually think about which way the camera was pointing. But with this camera, it was super easy. I was able to think about how I wanted that shot framed up after I took it. After I was already in the car driving down the road, I went back and looked at that footage. So I was like, ooh, it'd be cool if it was panning all the way around and then looking down at us hiking. So shots like that used to be pretty much impossible for me to get. And now they've gone from impossible to incredibly easy using the Insta360. So after that, we went to Bryce Canyon just in time to catch the sunset. The rocks were absolutely beautiful. The way that the light was hitting them was so gorgeous. And here's the place where I was able to capture what I think is one of my best photos of the entire trip, which is this photo right here. This photo was actually taken with my Galaxy S10. Just thought you guys might like to know that. This is more than enough camera I've found. Like, I took along my professional camera, my Canon 60 Mark II DSLR, but then for most of the time it was just in my camera bag and I hardly pulled it out just because this was doing such a good job. So for this entire trip, most of my pictures were taken with my phone and most of the videos were taken on the Insta360 1X2.
Just keeps going for miles.
This frozen waterfall is sweet.
In the face of the wind and the wild, we're gonna get there. Love makes the journey a beautiful race. Closer to home with each step that we take. We're gonna get there. Take my hand. Together we'll make it. Together we can. To the end. Together we'll make it. So come take my hand.
We finished out our vacation by driving over to the east side of the state and exploring Arches National Park. The The other thing that's so incredible about the Insta360 is the image stabilization. There's so many shots that I got that really look like they were taken with a drone or something. Like this shot right here, the camera's flying underneath the sign, then through the fence. Like, you wouldn't have been able to take that except maybe with some kind of tiny microscopic drone. But in reality, all I was doing was walking along with this on the end of a selfie stick and just getting these incredibly buttery smooth shots where the camera just looks like it's magically gliding along. It's so cool, and it's so cool that it's so easy to get those shots. Just a camera on a selfie stick, and that's it. So that was our vacation, had so much fun. Highly recommend this camera right here. If you want one, link in the description below. Go watch some of my other videos right here, and I will see you guys next time.